18 more plays for Bethune-Cookman ran in that first quarter than Miami, but a 3rd and 12 coming up for the Wildcats. They've converted 3 of their 4 third downs. Wilson recovers. Wilson won't get much. Denzel Perriman coming over, banging him out of bounds, and a 4th down coming up to kick this one away. And he does not want Travis Benjamin to get his hands on this. Benjamin will wave it off. Their last touch of the football. 3 wide on the strong side. A screen thrown out to Eduardo Clements. Make it Philip Dorsett, the freshman. Stopped by Gene Fano. 2nd and 3 for Miami. Lamar Miller gets the handoff. Jarkevis Fields the stop as well. RG3 in line for the Heisman in the early part of the season. 3rd and 3 for Miami. Still without a conversion on 3rd down. They'll finally pick one up. Philip Dorsett. 2 big plays. They've had the wind knocked out of them. 1st and 10 for Miami. Lamar Miller across the 35-yard line. Each of the first 3 games this year, 100+ yards. 2nd and 6. Lamar Miller across the 1st down marker. Reggie Sandilands finally got to him. Back surgery in early August. He's been out, but he's on the depth chart this week. Lamar Miller makes the catch in the flat on 1st and 15 and has nowhere to go against this Wildcat defense. A loss of 3. Great pursuit. Bunch to the left for Harris. Pressure coming. Brought down. Ryan Davis, the senior from Tampa. The MEAC in a lot of defensive categories. 3rd and 26. They'll dump it off for Clements. Clements has some room. Get back to near the original line of scrimmage. Good stop from Bethune. Touchdown in the first quarter. Taking on a BCS team for the first time in its program history. And defensively, they've done numbers on Miami so far. Fair catch signaled by Patrick Harris as the Wildcats force another. Sammy Watkins and Todd Boyd.
Sammy Watkins is a real deal. I know that.
Virginia Tech a weaker schedule than Clemson so far. Jackie Wilson and the Wildcats take over inside their own red zone. Rodney Scott makes the catch. Jordan Fitch 2nd and 11 for Bethune. Play fake to Rodney Scott. Wilson. Flag thrown on the play. Gets rid of the football close to the 1st down marker to KJ Transfer who started the first 3 games, and with Jackie Wilson making his first start. They're guys who can use their feet well to extend plays, but sometimes it gets them into trouble. Low snap on 3rd and 11. Wilson trying to use his feet will go nowhere. Marcus Robinson, the senior, wraps up Wilson for a loss of 3 and forces a Bethune-Cookman punt. Back to punt to Travis Benjamin. And again, they're going to keep this one away from Benjamin. The ball should have been down near the 45-yard line. It hit a Bethune-Cookman Wildcat. The lone score of the game so far. 4th Miami possession of the day. Ja'Cory Harris from the 44. All day to throw. Deep down the middle of the field, has a man open, and it's caught for a touchdown. Tommy Streeter. And a former teammate in high school of Ja'Cory Harris on the receiving end from that 56-yard strike. Jake Wyclaw ties us at 7. Ja'Cory Harris, career touchdown number 55, and it comes to his high school teammate Tommy Streeter. Coach said it, they needed a shot in the arm. They took a shot downfield, and Tommy Streeter takes it to the house. 7-all, 7:15 left. Western High School graduates and now Hurricane teammates team up to tie it up at 7 apiece. Courtney Keith from the 6. Can't find room along the edge. Shy of the 20s in high school to that guy. They've turned into a pretty good tandem over the last couple of years. Jackie Wilson and the Wildcats take over. Rodney Scott with nowhere to go. Sean Spence met him at the line of scrimmage and pushed him back with help from the rest of the Miami defense. Scott and Moment are the backs. Wilson with pressure coming. It's tipped near the line of scrimmage by Thomas Finney. Third and 9 for Bethune-Cookman, and the crowd finally getting loud in Miami. Wilson. Good pursuit from the Miami defense, and they'll force another Bethune-Cookman punt, ending in a punt. Travis Benjamin. Get his hands on it at the 40. Evades that first tackle. Travis Benjamin gets another block. Travis Benjamin into the open field. Only the kicker to beat. Kowalski brings him down. "44 yards for Travis Benjamin, his longest return of the season."
There's a reason you want this thing out of bounds. Great job by Eduardo right there.
Clemens, that big block. And look what happens inside the red zone, Miami. Harris for the end zone, looking for Allen Hurns.
See if we can't get Lamar Miller teed up in here.
Miller. Touchdown.
Wide receiver Tommy Streeter, great block on the edge. Bethune-Cookman playing man, so the corner runs down inside with him. Miami playing the kind of inspired ball that Al Golden wants them to play. They need to learn from this and start this way instead of letting the game happen. They need to take it to the game.
Miami with a couple of touchdowns in 1 minute and 41 seconds. Third of the season for Lamar Miller, the Miami native. Able to punch it home after Travis Benjamin puts it into the open field. A 44-yard return from Benjamin to set up this from the guy they call Dash. 14-7 Miami. Did to start the day and what they've done their last 2 touches with the football. Angelo Cabrera from the 5-yard line for Bethune-Cookman. Wrapped up right at the 20. Benny Blades, part of the great defensive effort for Miami. Miami trying to pick things up defensively. They've been able to force punts on the last 3 drives for Bethune-Cookman after the Wildcats made a statement in the first quarter. Jackie Wilson rolling, nearly picked off. The ball was deflected into the hands of his receiver. And a catch made by Patrick Harris. And that slipped right through the hands of a Miami defender in Jordan Futch.
Coming back with the bootleg. Surprising that they're going so many times to the left, which is tough on the quarterback making that throw. More times than not, you'd like to get that play to the right.
Penalties in this first half. Jordan splits out on 3rd and 5. 5 defensive backs. 3-man rush for Miami. Wilson gets a first down catch from Francois. And he shakes his way out past the 40-yard line. I saw Brandon McGee was the one who missed that initial tackle. Wilson can pitch it. He will to Jordan. He gets banged hard by JoJo Nicholas, a converted cornerback who's been so great as a safety this season. It's a pickup of 6, though, for Jordan.
Nice job coming back after the big touchdown, trying to stunt some of that momentum.
Bethune getting it done on the ground. Jackie Wilson will keep it on the ground, and he'll get the first down. Jimmy Gaines, the stop. That'll move the chain.
Need to get going.
Bethune-Cookman has tried to up-tempo it at times today as well. Wilson, a bad throw to Gene Desson. Center Brian Jenkins has scored at least 14 points. They've only scored less than 20 twice, and both against their MEAC rival South Carolina State, including once in week 2 this season. 2nd and 10. Good block in the backfield, and Wilson able to pick up a couple of yards near the 40-yard line. Sean Spence brought him down after a gain of 4.
Defensively, you're going to give up some yards.
You said the body language for Miami has been very apparent. Breathing hard, hands on hips. They've been on the field for over 18 minutes in this game. Wilson lobs for Francois, another first down. Couple more yards before he's finally pushed out.
2 deep, 4 deep a lot, so I haven't been able to give up those big plays.
You see how much longer the Miami defense has been on the field. Rodney Scott cuts it up the field. Inside of the red zone, Bethune-Cookman. Third time in the red zone today for Bethune-Cookman. Looking for the end zone. Into the corner. KJ Stroud couldn't hold on. Telemac was in on the coverage. Lee Chambers came out with the football at the end of the play, but
corner route thrown into the end zone. Ball is placed nicely where only the offensive man can make a play. Unable to come up with it, but great ball placement. Al Golden talks about conditioning and how much he wants that to be a staple of his program. His defensive leaders need to step up and show it right here.
And they make a stand at the end of this first half. 3rd and 4. Wilson pressured, and Wilson brought down. Adewale Ajomo and Anthony Chickalo were in on the play. Sven Hurd trying to convert just the 4th Bethune-Cookman field goal in the last 2 seasons. Kowalski on the high snap, laid it down, and Hurd misses it wide right. It gets the job done. And Ja'Cory Harris content with receiving the ball in the second half. Bethune had the only score in the first quarter, but Miami, despite having its defense on the field for a very long time in that first half, scores 14 unanswered in the second on a couple of quick strikes. Gorgeous Sun Life Stadium this side is Miami, trying to turn things around after the rough start to the season. A 14-7 lead for the Hurricanes as we send it to the studio for SportsCenter U. Here's Darian Oka.